Ladies and gentlemen, let us look at OpenRouter. What is OpenRouter? If you'll have to listen to themselves, then they are the unified interface for LLMs. And what I can see that they are is that they are an AI provider. So they are an AI provider. And but don't we have a lot of those? Yes, we do. But this AI provider has a lot of models that we can choose from. So that means we can actually choose across a model creator. That means that we can actually choose a Gemini, the Gemini model. We can choose a ChatGPT model. We can choose Claude. We can choose any of these any of the famous models that we want to use. That is actually quite cool. And there's another thing. We can also use free models. We have to know that if we use one of the free models, then they will actually record both the prompts. That is the downside. They will record prompts and output. So they actually use that feature to improve their models, and so I'll place this on top of the free models, because they are recording everything we do. So, but if you have a hobby project where you want to use AI to run these hobby projects, and there's nothing important or there's nothing secret of what you're writing, then it's totally perfect. And perfect that we can have a free service like OpenRouter, and it just works. A downside is that sometimes the models, the version of models is slightly behind. Right now we can get ChatGPT 5.3, while the newest one is 5.5. So they are slightly behind with the versions, with some of the models at least. They have a lot of models, so that is a huge benefit right here, and you can also use it just like you use any of the other pieces of agents software. So, for instance, I can go in here. I've just created. I just signed up for OpenRouter. I've not paid anything at all. The cheapest subscription cost only $9, which is slightly is cheaper than usual. Of course, it also depends on what you actually get in those $9. But we'll look at that in just a minute. So, but so you just go to openrouter.ai and then you say sign up. Then you can use your Google account, and the next thing that you'll come to is the workspaces area. So the workspaces area is where you can do stuff. You can create an API key, and this API key is recommended to be placed as an environment variable, and then you can point to that environment variable, for instance, in your Codex. You can integrate this with Codex or Claude or OpenClaw or and any of your AI tools that can connect to that can use this and understand the Open AI API. They will also understand this API right here, because it uses the same API. Yeah, so you will create an API key, and then the next thing that you can do is then you can go and press chat actually. So I've already a window open right here. So then you can actually go and chat and chat just like you usually do with ChatGPT, and say, give me weather forecasts like this, weather forecasts. First you have to choose a you can choose one of the cheap, one of the free models, of course, right here. As usual, we should create a new session once in a while, so we don't have to pay too much. But if we use one of the paid models, some of the cheaper, lightweight models, of course, they give a bit less output. They give less the quality is lower, of course, of the output that they generate. But let us just see which model that we can choose from right here. So we can go here, and we can say add model, and then we can choose the Grok also. We have all of these models right here. Then we can choose one of the there's also Gemini Pro right here. Then we can ask the same thing again. And then we say give me weather forecasts. If you don't give a model, then it will default to something insufficient. That one costs credits. So what we want to do is, of course, we want to search for one of the free models. And of course, we know that our prompt is being used and recorded for improvement of the model. So I'm just pressing one of these, Herms 3. And again, give me weather forecasts. Okay, so now that's rate limit also that I exceeded. It's because I'm trying to run free right here. That is why I'm getting into these problems right here. I'll just choose another one and test. Let me just see that it works. Yes, it works. So let's say give me weather forecast. See what it says now. Yes, Copenhagen. Give me weather forecast for Copenhagen. So now it gives me a weather forecast. It looks much better with this model. Of course, the output is much higher, of much higher quality, even though and this is free. But of course, yeah, I could not ask it for with any private data or something like that. Then it will be recorded and used by someone else. The guide for setting up the integrations to, for instance, Codex, Cli, or Unicli, or Claude Desktop and Claude Code, they are actually really good, or they are really good. So, and also for OpenClaw. And yeah, it's straightforward. I'll create another video on how to actually do that, to make that integration. There's one thing I want to mention, that is that first of all, let us look at the models. If we click the model tab in the top, then we can look at all of the models. And if we want to get one of the free ones, of course, we just search for free. Then we get all of the free ones listed right here. And then when we find some good model that we want to use, I want to use one of the free ones. So let me just find a free one right here. When we find a good one that we want to use, for instance, this one was actually quite good, the NVIDIA Nemotron 3. Then you just press this little button right here, copy. Then it copies the name, and then you can paste that into Codex Cli, for instance, into your Codex config TOML file. So, but the way to install the OpenRouter Cli, if you really want that one. And I actually don't feel that I need it, but there's a Cli. It actually does not work right now for some reason. If you try to install it, then you will get an evil message that it cannot be found. So let us go right here. I'm using WSL. So I will try to install it. OpenRouter Cli, and then it will say unsupported protocol, blah blah blah, and it does not understand this URL type right here. So that is the state right now of the Cli tool, and it's not updated that often either. I think the last update was from January or something like that. Yeah, three months ago. I don't like that either when I'm choosing my tools. So I'll definitely I'll use one of the. Yeah, we use one of the other tools like Codex Cli, for instance, or OpenClaw, and then integrate that with OpenRouter. I've not tried to see how fast it actually burns through all of the tokens and all that yet, but it looks, just from the numbers, then it looks like it's some kind of a standard, maybe slightly cheaper than usual. It's set, if you go look at the subscription right here, boom. Where was it? Personal workspaces. Let's say I want to go and buy some credits, add credits. They had one for $9 per month. Somewhere. View usage right here and add payment, blah blah. They have some subscriptions also, and you could also just pay as you go. And I would actually recommend you to pay as you go, because in the beginning you don't have a feeling of how many tokens that you're burning actually. So that's my recommendation right there. What else is there to talk about? Yeah, they have the standard plugins like web search, and then they have something called response healing. That is, if you ask to get the response in a JSON format, then they will actually validate that JSON, and then they will try to fix errors in that JSON, which is quite good, because sometimes some of these models, they actually return flawed JSON. It's not a huge problem. Most of the times it will be correct, but there are some times where it is not correct. Then there's another cool feature named Fusion right here that I really like. This is where you can actually add multiple models, and then it will take the best answer from these models right here, and and give that answer. So we can actually do, there's actually a test where it says that where is the should I bring my car? Where's the closest car wash? Should I bring my car or something like that? I don't know. It's something like that. And then some of the models actually have problems answering that button right here. Okay, well I need some credit to use that to use the Fusion feature right here. So, but that's it. This is OpenRouter. It's cool. It's awesome. It's free if you want to share your prompts and the output. If you don't want to do that, then of course you need to pay for it, just like with all of the other ones. What I really like with this OpenRouter right here is that you're not constrained to a limited amount of models. You have a lot of models to choose from. So we have Gemini right there, and then we have Chat GPT. But yeah, there's only version 5.3 right now. I could not find the version 5.5 at least right now. Maybe it's only for ChatGPT. It seems like the other brands are more up to date. So we have Grok 4.3 right there. Yeah. So thank you very much for all of your comments, and thank you for watching, and thank you just for being you. And I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye. Try out OpenRouter. Bye bye.